So you've gotten into Top War, or maybe you're about to start playing, and you want to know how to navigate this game, grow to be a master of the universe, and smush your enemies. Top War can be a confusing place, my friends. All those shiny buttons, red dots, and menus inside of a part of a button inside of menus with the red dots. It's a circus in there, and I'm here to help you build your character and make sense of the circus, no matter your style of gameplay. So if you're ready to learn the tips and tricks to be one of the strongest players on your server, even if you're a free-to-play player, this is the best place to start. So let's go. Hello Tubiverse, I am One Noob, and in this video we're going to start the long journey of the strategy of how to build your character smart in Top War. Now if you've already created a character and joined a server, that's okay. You just might find out that you're a little bit behind and need to play catch up with this strategy. One of the first things I'm going to show you is how this game is designed. It's you versus other players on your server, and it's your server against other servers. I've said multiple times that no matter your level of spend in game, you can be one of the strongest players in your server. Yes, this is true even for free-to-play players, and I'm going to deliver on some proof in this episode. I know this isn't as sexy as showing you heroes and stuff like that, but this strategy you have to know as early as possible because of how long it takes to prepare. And you can't just wait until the last minute to make it work. Just stay with me, it's worth it. I'll show you sexier stuff as we get deeper into gameplay. If you like this video, please take a minute to smush all the buttons to like, subscribe, and enable notifications. If you're playing Top War, I know you're used to banging on buttons a lot, so please do it for me here and YouTube. It helps me a lot. Most people don't realize until much later in the game that you can move from one server to another. This is a wild realization the first time you see it, and it's a critical part of strategy. You need to start collecting the currency to move to another server as soon as possible, which in Top War is something called transfer applications. This is true especially if you're a free-to-play or casual spender. You have to join an alliance in order to purchase these, unless you're VIP level 10, of course, in which case you can get more of these weekly in the VIP store, but VIP level 10 takes a wee bit of spending. So, for most people in-game, your only means of getting these rare items is in the alliance store, and you can only buy one of them every 15 days. How many of them you need depends on the strength of your character, but it's a long road, so get started now. This is a huge advantage for you over the long term. Anyways, let me pull up my game here real quick, beep boop, beep boop, and show you how to access this information. The first thing you want to do here is click on the icon next to the minimap tile, which I'm gonna do. La 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 la. And then click the world button at the bottom right. Now, you can see all the other servers around you, but that's not the important part here. Select the notepad looking icon at the bottom and you'll see information vital to your growth and survival in game. Top War regularly creates new servers and protects them from the older servers by making sure the older servers can't match up against them in events. When you create a new character, you want to pick the youngest server that's in the preparation zone right over her. Here's our new blood. So this is where all the young little servers hang out together. Click the highest number server you can find. So highest number would be right there. See, highest number, really? That's the one you want to start your life in if you can. This will give you the maximum amount of time to grow your character before you have to worry about jumping servers. Unless the server goes crazy, which happens. Don't think your server is always going to be this or that. Collect transfer tickets if you love this game all of the time as your highest priority in the Alliance store. Things can change on a server literally overnight. If nothing else, it's an insurance policy, and a good one at that. Now I know some of you are in the best servers on the planet, like I am in 2044, it's a thing, and you think this strategy doesn't apply to you. All it takes is your top 2 players in your servers having an argument over what the best kind of sushi is, and the next thing you know, bases everywhere on fire. Everyone's freaking out, little baby bases are being ported all over the server, and mid-level players jump server because they paid attention to people like me. This leaves you all alone to watch the continued tuna versus salmon roll argument burn down your server while you now collect one transfer every 15 days. And you realize it takes you something like, I don't know, maybe 12 transfers. I want to say it again. No matter how you feel about your server, buy transfer applications as insurance, please. With that disclaimer out of the way, let's get back into the strategy. If you join the youngest server, you can stay in the preparation zone that I have pulled up here for upwards of 120 days. After you cross a server zone, which is separated by these lovely little tabs, you can't join a server in another younger zone. Once you pass the line, you're done. So our happy place in jumping servers is going to be sitting here in the support zone, which is the next zone. You can live in the support zone until your server gets up to 260 days old. That's upwards of 8.5 months of growing before you risk entering the conflict zone, which is the next tab here. It's where things start getting interesting. You should have friends by then, and you should be able to get a group of friends to jump down to a server that just entered this support zone before your existing server crosses the line. Now be careful about your combat power, or CP for short, and don't go crazy trying to increase it. The higher your combat power is, the more expensive it's going to be for you to jump. In other videos, I'll show you what increases and what does not increase your CP power. For now, just know they're related. But anywhere I want to go, if I select another server, it's going to tell me how many transfer tickets I need. So, yeah, a little information there. It's more than one, so don't just buy one and go, I'm good. It doesn't work that way. Once you jump down to a younger server in the support zone, you'll be a lot stronger than many of the players on that new server if you've been playing this game right. I have some videos on that. You can rinse and repeat the strategy about 3 times at least if you do it right. And no matter your level of spend, you can be one of the strongest players on your server. I personally don't believe in buying server tickets, but it's a thing you can do if you need to, if you kind of made some mistakes. But they're expensive. That's a thing. For free players, as your CP increases, you risk a math problem of being forced out of the zone eventually if you raise your CP power too much. For pay players, depending on your level of spend, there are a lot of things you can buy that'll make you stronger, but not increase your CP one little bit. I'll get into these in future videos. I kind of like them. Just imagine if you jump from the top to the bottom of the support zone 3 times. Imagine on that 3rd jump how much stronger you would be versus most of the other players. At this stage, when you jump down to younger servers, you can help them grow a lot versus other servers they are going to be facing, and you're a huge advantage to them. There's a lot more for me to show you regarding the foundations of playing Top War, and I promise as you move through each episode, you're going to get stronger and stronger. So I have a question for you. For those of you that thought you have to spend money on Top War, is this strategy making you rethink that? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And one more shameless plug for you. Please like, subscribe, and enable notifications, or else I might randomly take one of your Alliance transfer tickets while you're not looking and donate it to the homeless. Now, why would I do something like this? Well, because even the homeless deserve a server to smush their enemies on. Until next time, Tubiverse.